Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all! Today we are continuing our Middle Earth Batman journey. Last time around we did the 1960s classic TV Batmobile, and today we are moving on to the 1980s Michael Keaton Batmobile. This is the Batman of my youth, so this is my Batman. I'm really excited about getting into this one. So let's take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. Okay, so here is the packaging for this piece. It is a 2-sheet model, so nothing too extraordinary. Probably be about the same size as the classic one we did before. Taking a look at the piece here. I'm not sure about these tires. I hope there's a little more detail to them than what they've got shown here. There's definitely some sort of detail. Let me see if I can get this to focus a little bit. There we go. Some sort of detail there. I'm not sure how difficult that's going to be to assemble and how much of it's laser etching, but fingers crossed. I do like the interior of the tires. That looks pretty cool. That engine bit there, that could be problematic, given the scale of this. But we'll wait and see. Otherwise, I mean, just look at this. Look at these fins. This looks gorgeous. Coming around to the back, we have, let's see. Oh my, a 8 difficulty on this one. This is going to be the hardest Middle Earth piece I've ever put together. There's an 8 difficulty on this. I hope I'm able to successfully accomplish this. Holy crap. 83 pieces, it looks like. And another product image. It's the same one as on the front, along with a still from the movie, which is quite cool. All right, let's get this open. And here is what comes inside. We have a ton of very small pieces littered throughout this metal here. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some difficulty here, but we knew that based on the packaging. I mean, just look at the size of that thing, man. There are some really, really small pieces here. Over here, this looks actually really cool. Definitely got that classic for me, the 80s Batmobile shape right here for the top. This is going to be fun, but nothing too surprising all around. This right here, don't know, maybe this is part of the undercarriage, which would be kind of cool. It kind of makes sense. He did have that thing that popped out of the bottom of the Batmobile so he could do a full 180 on a dime, literally. So maybe that's what that is. Looking forward to it. On the instructions, looks like we get 2 sheets of paper on the instructions. And yeah, typical size. Typical size for these. The images themselves seem a bit smaller than they have been in some of our more recent builds, but I think it's something I can possibly live with, probably live with. All right. Yeah, nothing too surprising jumps out here. Some of these things, like this, right here in the front end, getting that just right may prove problematic. I don't know if you can see that blue. Look at that blue line, the way that curves like that. That's going to be kind of interesting. But, well, all in all, though, I mean, it does look gorgeous. I can't wait. So let's get some pieces out and get started on the build. And here we are with the completed Metal Earth Batmobile from the 1980s Michael Keaton films. And, excuse me, this guy is pretty good, actually. I do, in fact, enjoy this build. It is not an 8 out of 10 difficulty. I'd give it a 6, maybe a 7, but that's pushing it. And all of the difficulty is from the scale. The build itself is not particularly complicated. Things went together about as well as you can expect. But the scale is what made things far more difficult. Actually, Metal Earth, if you're listening, take this exact design, scale it up 2, maybe even 3 times. Put a little paint on it. I would happily pay significantly more, and I would have a better piece for my display. But as it stands, let's take a look at what we've got. So, coming in, we have that classic front end with that turbine there. Actually looks awesome. That went together very, very well. No real surprises there. I was concerned about the frame around it, but it did go together quite well. The headlights are laser etched in, so don't expect too much there, but they are there. Got this venting like all around actually, which is really cool. That cockpit just looks awesome. I mean, it really does. It's even got the panels where the machine guns would come up. Also looks cool, but these panels are again laser etched. It's just laser etched detail all along the top here, including this vent or whatever this is here at the top of the cockpit. That also just laser etched. Now on the side, you do have several pieces that go into this, but it makes for a really cool look. And, well, whatever this is supposed to be on the car. The tires themselves, I'm not particularly impressed. They do have tread, as you can see, and we'll get to the bottom in a little bit, but the wheels themselves, I mean, frankly, they just look like a sheet of metal. No laser etching, no real design, just circular sheet of metal. Got these beautiful fins back here, which thankfully are folded so that you end up with laser etching on both sides. Look at this back end. Okay, you got all the exhausts, you got brake lights, and of course your thruster. And it really seems to go together well too. I mean, that came together a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. And it looks beautiful. It really, really does. Right side is no different than the left side. It's just a mirror image. And then you get to the bottom. And look at the detail on the bottom. Now this is where things get weird. There were 83 pieces in this. 46 of them went to the bottom in the tires. So there's actually more pieces and more laser etched detail on the bottom of this figure than there is on the top. It's weird. But lots of detail down here. I mean, just look at all of that laser etched detail. There's a lot of three-dimensional elements. You've got the little thing here that pops out, so the piston that pops out so that it'll turn on a dime. You got all of this wonderful detail up in here. This looks like an intake, and of course, some support structures. Same down here, along with a little output for the vent. I mean, it's pretty gorgeous on the bottom. It really is. I love that. Smooth and sleek. And I gotta tell you, that is my Batmobile. But as a comparison, there's the 1960s Batmobile. And you can see they are just about the same size. In fact, almost identically the same size. I don't think that's quite the scale. I believe this one was much bigger. But the Michael Keaton Batmobile actually looks like a Batmobile. This looks like a souped up muscle car, which it was. But, I mean, still cool. This one's better, in my opinion. Anyway, that's really all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.